Well, after a sustained effort to allow children with disabilities to participate in the Cape Town Cycle Tour, Warrior on Wheels Foundation recently announced that they have their own charity group participating with 4 buggy teams this year. So to tell us more, I'm joined this evening by Deirdré Gower, and she's the founder of Warrior on Wheels Foundation. Deirdré, good evening. Welcome back to the show. Gosh, it's been ages since we spoke last.
Yes, hello, Karen. Thank you for having us again.
This is rather exciting news, but before we get to that, for people possibly who don't know all that much about Warrior on Wheels, this is all you and your son is where it all began. You want to just tell people how this whole project started?
Yes, okay. I have an 18-year-old son who is differently abled, and over the years we've participated in all sorts of adventures, river rafting, the Cape Town Cycle Tour, horse riding and all sorts. And in December 2015, we launched Warrior on Wheels Foundation because we want to share these experiences with other children with disabilities and their families. So, yeah.
And how's that been going? Because we spoke just after that, you and I, so it's been quite a while. And how busy are you now?
It's been an incredible year. We've had immense support and growth. We started out our year last year in February with zip lining. We took 3 children zip lining, and we started off this year with 27 children and their families going on a boat cruise to Seal Island, and with a total group of 96 people.
Sure.
So it's been incredible. We've done zip lining, we've done horse riding, river rafting, a Cape sidecar adventure, we've done the junior cycle tour, all sorts. It's really been fantastic.
You know, the thing I really enjoy about what you're doing, as you say, you have a son who is differently abled, and a lot of the time people think, oh, well, people who are differently able can't do that, or they can't.
Yes.
You shattered that completely, because basically the way you work is, no, you can do everything.
Yes, it's about changing perceptions, and for families living with children with disabilities, a lot of the time it's going from one doctor's visit to the next therapy appointment and school and everything, and it's just we want to encourage families to let their kids be kids, and also just we engage with service providers in the tourism industry to open their doors and say, you know, what you're doing is great, and let's help you make it accessible for people with all sorts of all different abilities.
Right. So this year you guys are going off on the Cape Town Cycle Tour.
Yes,
4 buggy teams, and you've had really nice buy-in from Cape Town Tourism on this.
Yes, we've had fantastic support from Cape Town Tourism. One of our buggies is branded in their branding. We've got 4 buggy teams going. Damien is participating for his 5th time. And
Damien is your son?
Yes, my son. And then we've got 3 new teams, 3 new children, 3 new cyclists, and 3 new support riders. So it's very exciting.
So just explain to people how this, we talk about buggy teams. So you have a child or a person in the buggy, and then you have a cyclist, an able-bodied cyclist who will be cycling, and then they're pulling the buggy. So they need to be quite strong because it's a long ride.
Yes, it is a long ride, and the hills can be quite tough when you're pulling a weight. So each buggy team has 3 people. It's the child in the buggy, the person pulling, and a support rider who's there to just keep an eye on things, give a bit of a push up the hills, and to keep an eye on the child in the back as well. So, we just celebrate the guys who are doing this, who are giving up their ride, their muscles, their time, and just making it possible for the kids.
So tell me about the children in the buggies this year.
Okay, like I mentioned, my own son Damien will be doing it for the 5th time, and then we've got little Zia Damas, she's 11 years old. We've got Ruan Belcher, who's 19 years old, and we've got Andre Klitty, who's 15 years old.
And their first times, obviously.
First time for all 3 of them, yes.
It must take quite a lot out of the children in the buggy as well. I mean, it's not that. I mean, you think, well, you're just going to be sitting there, but it's quite taxing for them too.
It can be, yes. My son loves it. 2 years ago when we did the shortened route, it was the first time he did it with his support, the man who's pulling him now, Wolf Stennis. And they did the 47K route, and they finished in record time, and Damien was quite upset that it wasn't quite the long ride as it was the previous year. But, he enjoys it. For the other 3 children, it's going to be a first time. So, it does take a bit of preparation, making sure the children are comfortable, that they've got enough to eat and drink along the route, and also just stopping for them and just repositioning and making sure they're okay along the route.
Now, obviously, you were hoping people will brand your buggies. Have they all been branded yet, or can people still want to come along and brand them if you need them to? Yeah,
there is still opportunity to brand the buggies. So we're offering to businesses who want to, the buggies are very visible on the road. So for companies who want their brand, opportunity to put their branding on our buggies. We've had other support from other people in the tourism industry sponsoring like a child's entry fee. So there's also opportunity for that. So there's lots of ways to get involved. We've had some great sponsorship for lucky draw prizes. Lots of ways to get involved and support us.
Now, Cape Town Tourism, as I mentioned, has bought into this rather well, but they're also launching a media campaign around Warrior on Wheels.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
What are they doing?
Well, they've got behind us with their PR and media team, and they're going to be releasing a media release sometime soon, probably in the next week or so, and then also some social media stuff, and we're just waiting to hear from the rest of it how it's going to roll out. So, yeah.
We're not going to miss them. I'll watch along on the side of the road. I'm lucky I'm in Cape Town, and I always go off I live not very, very far from a road on which they cycle past. Yeah. And I know when they're coming on there, because I get woken up every year by the helicopter flying over my house and the people screaming and on the bridges. And so I know exactly when they're coming past. So I will be up there. I will keep an eye out for those. But Deirdré, this is terribly exciting. But now this is just once a year. What else have you got planned for the year? Knowing you, it's probably a lot of things.
Yeah, the original plan was to roll out one adventure every month. We're trying to push that up to 2 this year. Our next adventure is a visit to the aquarium this weekend. We've got plans with the City Sightseeing Red Bus. What else have we got here? Some of our smaller children are going to be doing the junior cycle tour the weekend before the main event. And, yeah, lots more on the cards for the rest of the year.
Now, what if people want to either get involved to help you or possibly have a child that they think might benefit from what you do? And unfortunately, at this stage, you're just in Cape Town.
At this stage, yes. We hope to extend at some point, but right now just focus in Cape Town. On our website, we've got sign-up forms for children, families with children with disabilities. They can just go onto the website and put their children's information in so that they're on our database to get the invitations whenever we have an event. We've also got sign-up forms for adventure providers who want to get involved and host an event, for volunteers who want to get involved. Everything's on our website. We partner, like we said, we've got lots of partners with tourism establishments, with volunteers, with children, and with potential sponsors. There's lots of ways to help us and get involved.
I mean, people are thinking, well, my business is something that possibly your children would enjoy. And is it across the board? Do you have any sort of limitations? I know we don't really do that, but we would prefer to do something like this. Do you have any sort of special requests out there?
We'd be happy to try just about anything, and my son is happy to be the guinea pig if there's something people want to say. We're not sure if your children can do this. Damien's happy to try it out before we bring a team through, so we're always welcome to, happy to come and meet with anybody, have a chat, discuss the possibilities and see how it can be adapted. For example, when we did the river rafting, we took 14 children and their families on the Breda River, and we stopped at a section where there was quite a high sand dune, and our host said, it doesn't matter what happens, we're getting every single person to the top of the sand dune, and we did. Moms, dads, kids, grannies, everyone got to the top of the sand dune, the same experience as any other people visiting the establishment would have had. So,
as you said, a lot of these children, unfortunately, spend a lot of the time going from one doctor to the next, and they don't really have anything exciting to do, sort of extramural things or other, you sort of take the doctor as your everyday thing, and this is like the extramural thing. And it must be so fabulous. I mean, I would love to see their faces when they experience these things. It must be absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah, we've got a lot of videos on our website. Our gallery is looking beautiful, so there's, and our Facebook page, there's always stuff being shared, so you're welcome to go and take a look. Lots of happy faces.
You originally came down from Johannesburg. I think you were up there and you came down here. We're looking, I think initially, if I recall rightly from our last conversation, you were looking for a space, like a warehouse type space to start this in, and then thought, well, there's so much stuff outside, let's just do that.
Yeah, now I'm originally from East London in the Eastern Cape.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was looking to start a whole adventure centre focused around like adaptive adventures. But then coming to Cape Town, there's just so much on offer here. There's so many different providers that have these amazing opportunities for us to visit. And there's just a wealth of adventure and outdoor and all sorts of activities here for us that we need to get out and enjoy and experience.
Gosh, well, it's all exciting go now for the Cape Town Cycle Tour. It's coming up. And really, what time are you hoping to do? I mean, obviously, Damien's hoping for a good time this year.
My first and second year with him was 7 and 9 hours. So
are you?
We know some of the other teams last year came in at about 4.5 hours. So it all depends on the cyclist, their own strength, how the children are coping. We're just hoping for a good day with no wind.
So are you pulling the buggy with Damien?
No, I'm not pulling the buggy this year. Wolf Stinners, who has pulled Damien for the last 2 years, will be pulling him again. But I will be cycling with them.
Well, good luck. I'll wave. I do the waving thing. I get, I always say it takes me two. I can do it in sort of 3. And then people say, "Gosh, that's amazing." I say, "Yeah, no, 3 weeks, not 3 hours." No. Don't. There's no way I'd make it in any of the. Especially those guys who go off first. I think they're really back before anyone else leaves. And I think, how on earth did you do that? Quite remarkable. I hope you don't have any wind this year and that it's not too hot. But Deirdre, it sounds fantastic. And if anybody wants to get involved, as you said, everything is on the website. They can look, the forms are there. They can, if they want to sponsor you, if they want to do one of the branding things, all that information they can find on the website.
Yeah, and we're also starting a Spot the Buggy campaign. So anybody, all the spectators on the side of the road, if they spot our buggies, we're encouraging them to snap a photograph and share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram with the hashtag #WowBuggy. So just to get involvement and see our buggies on the road, people can get involved that way as well.
And people are wondering, WOW is Warrior on Wheels, just by the way. Yeah, or it's WOW. It can be either one. But Deirdre, it's been wonderful chatting with you again. Let's leave it too long, till next time. And good luck with the race.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Lovely chatting to you
Thanks
again.
so much for your time. Good night. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Deirdre, founder of Warrior on Wheels Foundation, and if you'd like to find out more about what they do, or if you'd like to assist them in any way, you can take a look at the website. It's www.warrioronwheels.co.za, or you can call them on 078 567 6689. And always remember, if you've missed any of this information, just drop me a mail to healthmatters@safm.co.za and I will send that to you.
Come dine with me, SA.